Hi, this is Shane Moran, co-founder and global master distributor with Organo, and it's my pleasure to take you through this simple but very effective training today on what to say to others. Okay, this is a big topic, and the reason I'm doing this is to make sure that you can grow your business bigger, better, faster, and stronger than you thought was even possible. And so, first of all, I'm really excited that you're taking the time to watch this training, and I hope that you're even rewatching this training over and over and over again until you can master this particular training segment. So today, I'm going to share with you a few simple concepts of what to say to people that you know and what to say to people that you don't know. People that you just meet perhaps, or what to say to people that have business experience, what to say to people who have no experience, what to say to people who are already in network marketing and consider themselves experts, and what to say to movie stars, or what to say to famous people, what to say to anyone you meet. Okay, anyone that you meet up with, whether you know them or whether you just met them. So make sure you have a paper and piece of paper or lots of paper and at least a pen or two. And it's very important that you write some of this down as we go through the training, that you write it down. And why am I saying that? Well, because you don't only want to learn this. You'll learn faster when you're writing it down, by the way, but of course you want to learn this and you want to apply this, but you'll be able to develop your skills faster if you write it down and review and go over and over again so that you can apply the training, and more importantly, that in the future you'll be able to teach this method. You'll be able to teach this better, and you'll be able to teach it faster. So make sure that you're writing things down as we go through this. So let me start off by just letting you know that since I was 19 years old, I developed the habit of studying success and trying to figure out why is it that some people became so successful while others, perhaps better looking, or perhaps they had more education, or maybe they even grew up in a family that had money, they were not so successful. Why is it that some people succeed and others don't? Even when they were presented with the same company or the same opportunity or the same product or the same pay plan, same system, same leadership, you get the idea. Why is it? So the big question is, why is it that some people succeed and other people don't succeed? And I wonder if you've ever asked yourself that question. This is where my story begins. Why is it that some succeed and others don't? Is it the education that determines success? Is it their background? Is it the amount of money that they have in their bank? Is it the color of their skin, or maybe their religious beliefs that determines their success? Could it be maybe the grades they achieved in school, or who their teachers were? What do you think determines someone's future success? What a great question. Wonder what do you think about that? Well, here's what I found. I found out that people who achieve high levels of success in any area of their life, okay, in business or in health or the relationships, it doesn't matter, whatever area of their life, they're doing certain things, and they think a certain way. That unsuccessful people, they don't do these same things, and they don't think in the same way. So successful people in any area of their life or their lives are doing certain things that cause their success. And if we really just pay attention, and if we're intelligent enough to take the same actions, to think in a certain way, then we can produce the same or at least similar results. I hope you agree with that. So all we got to do is find a model and find someone who is already having success and copy, do what they're doing. And again, we've got to be intelligent enough, and we've got to be able to copy what they're doing, and we can produce the same results. So for the last 20 years, as a matter of fact, I've been more specifically focusing on this success question, but as it relates specifically to network marketing. And one of the first things I discovered when I looked at why is it that some in network marketing succeed while others don't, I discovered one little key that I'm going to share with you today. And I can pretty well predict with a high degree of certainty how much a person in network marketing or in the industry was earning based on their answer to one simple question. I'm going to ask you this question right now. And it doesn't matter what company or what product or what service they were promoting. I wonder if you'd like to know this question. This is big. This is huge, So if you're ready, I'm going to tell you, but I would like you to write it down on a piece of paper. And here's what I would ask. Here's what I would ask. Not knowing their success or not knowing what company, that doesn't matter. As long as they're in network marketing, I would ask them this question. If I were a potential customer, or if I were even a potential business partner for your network marketing company, what would you say to me? Remember, you don't know whether I'm a potential customer. You don't know whether I'm a potential business partner, but what would you say to me? And here's what I found out. 97+% of the people I asked this question to who said they were in network marketing, 97+% would immediately, they would look confused. They didn't know what to say. And I hope this is making sense. They just didn't have an answer. They would say something like, would you like to make extra money? Then they would say, it depends. And they would try to justify, and it depends on the circumstances and all this thing. I hope you're getting the idea. They would be confused. They didn't have an answer. On the other hand, when I asked the question to some, and very, very few, they would immediately know what they would say. They would immediately know what they would ask me, no matter what. It was almost like they had practiced a million times, and they knew what to say. And that's when I knew, bingo, this is the key. This is a key. If you don't know what to say to a potential prospect, whether they're a customer or whether they're maybe a potential business partner, if you don't know what to say, you're going to struggle in this industry. So this segment, what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to share about with you today, is the answer, to this. It's a very simple but very powerful key to your future success. So you want to learn what to say every time. If you want to build a large organization, and you want to have a successful career in the direct sales industry, you must know what to say, and you must learn how to say it as though you've said it over and over again, maybe a million times. So it's smooth and very simple. Okay, I hope this is making sense. So this is what I'm going to share with you. So what if I can teach you what to say every time to build your enterprise bigger, better, faster, and stronger than you thought possible? What if I can teach you exactly what I have been saying since we started Organo and continue to say every day, even today? I will say the same thing over and over again. You're going to learn about this today. What if I can share with you also what we've been teaching every brand new distributor who is serious about growing their business in a professional way? I'm going to teach you exactly what we're teaching them as well. Okay? So would you invest maybe some time to master this? Do you think so? I hope you've got your pen and paper down and you're saying, yes, I'm going to master whatever this is, because it sounds pretty powerful. Would you invest 20 minutes? Would you invest 2 hours? Would you invest 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months practicing over and over until you mastered it? Would it be worth it to you? So what I'd like you to do right now is just make a decision and make a commitment right here and right now that you're going to watch this training over and over and over until you master this segment. Okay, that's the first commitment. So this is the day. So please, please, please pay close attention and don't confuse the simplicity of what I'm about to share with you with ineffectiveness, okay? So what I'm about to show you and what I'm about to share with you is so simple, I can easily teach a 12-year-old what to say. And with a little bit of practice, they can even do it. So this is not complicated stuff, right? I love to say, if it's more complicated than boiling water and stirring 15 times one way and 5 times the other way, not going to work. So we've got to keep everything very, very simple if you want to grow your business very, very fast, because you're going to want to learn it, you're going to want to apply it right away, and you're going to want to also teach it as you start to grow your network. So it'll only be, I think, when you practice and then apply it in a real life situation, that you're going to discover for yourself how amazingly powerful and, more importantly, how effective this procedure and this concept is. So here it is. If you have a pen and a piece of paper, write this down. It's called the 4 questions. And whether the person is rich or poor, tall or short, fat or skinny, whatever their religious beliefs are, their business experience, or if they don't have business experience, it doesn't matter what their background is, whether they have a job or don't have a job. You get the idea. It doesn't matter. You're going to ask everybody, okay? Everybody the same 4 questions. And so here we go. Now, question number 1, there's 4 questions. You're going to ask these questions to people you know, okay? What to say, and you're going to ask these questions also to people that you just meet. And so whether they have business experience, whether they have no experience, this is what you say to someone maybe who is a network marketer, who thinks they're a network marketing expert. And this is what you say to someone maybe who's a movie star, or maybe a professional athlete, or it's the same. You're going to say the same. So here's what you say to everyone you meet up with, whether you know them or whether you just met them. So let's go on to question number 1. And that question is, do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? Okay? This is the question. Look at it on your screen there and write it down. Question number 1, and you want to practice this. So you can say it out loud. Do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? And so question number 1, how long do you think it's going to take to learn for you to learn to over and over and practice that you understand? Question number 1 is, do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? You ask that question. You think this is something you can do? How long do you think it's going to take you to memorize this question exactly? Don't mess around with the words here. You ask it exactly this way. Would it take you 20 minutes to memorize one question? Is it going to take you 2 days? Is it going to take you 2 months? Take your time, but how long do you think it's going to take you to memorize this question? So there's question number 1. They might say, for example, of course I drink coffee. I love coffee. And they might even go on to tell you the history of coffee. And they might even talk, blah, 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 blah. You just be patient and listen to whatever they're saying. Just listen to them carefully. And then you prepare to ask question number 2 if they haven't answered it, okay, by the time they finish. So some people might just say yes, and they stop, and then you go on to question number 2. But others might go on and tell you that they go to their favorite coffee shop, and this is how they drink their coffee, and blah, blah, blah. They might go on and on. Let them talk. Don't jump in with question number 2 unless they've finished talking, okay? Hope this is simple. So here's the question. Do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? You can ask that question to anybody, and you don't just walk up to someone and ask them the question. It's going to come up. Appropriately, it's going to come up. They might ask you, hey, what do you do for a living? If you just met them, what do you do? And then you say, well, do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? So you can start that process. Or they might see your Organo logo, or they might see a button that you're wearing that says Organo, or they might see you mixing your coffee. They might see you opening up a sachet and stirring it, and they might say, what is that? And then you say, do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? I hope that makes sense. So the question's going to come up in a conversational manner. It's not a sales pitch here. This is a conversation. At the appropriate time, you're going to start off with question number 1. Question number 2, once they say, yes, I drink coffee, and whatever it is that they're going to say, then you say, well, how do you drink your coffee regularly? Do you like it black, or do you drink it with a little bit of cream and sugar? So let's say that one out loud with me. Come on, participate. This is a training. You want to practice this one over and over and over again. But the question number 2 is, how do you drink your coffee? Black or with a little bit of cream and sugar? Is this something that you can do as well? Could you memorize, once you memorize question number 1 perfectly, can you memorize question number 2? How long do you think it's going to take to memorize this second question? Again, 20 minutes. Is it going to take you 2 days, 2 months, whatever, right? Such a simple question. But the answer to the second question is going to tell you what sample to give them later, okay? Because you're going to give them a sample, not of the sample that you like. You're going to give them a sample of something that you know they like because they just told you. If they say they like their coffee black, okay, then you know in your mind, I'm going to give them a sample of black coffee. If they say, they like their coffee with a little bit of cream and sugar, immediately you're going to give them, later on I'm going to show you what to do here and what to say, but you'll give them the sample of the latte. Or if they say they like tea, you might say, do you like red or green tea? And then you know exactly what to give them. I hope this makes sense. So you're giving them what they want, not what you think they want. Okay? And so if they say black, for example, you can give them the black or even the king of coffee, which is organic. If they say cream and sugar, you're going to give them latte. You get the idea. So now let's go on to question number 3. I hope I'm not going too fast here. Question number 3 is you ask them, what's your favorite brand? Okay, say that out loud. What's your favorite brand? Is that pretty simple? What's your favorite brand? You might say, what's your favorite brand? Do you like McDonald's or Starbucks or Folgers or Maxwell House or Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, Nescafe? What's your favorite brand? And listen to their answer. Okay, listen to whatever they answer. That's going to be a very short answer. Whatever it is. Let's say they said Starbucks. Okay, then you move on to question number 4. And question number 4, this is a lot of fun. You want to smile when you say this, by the way. Question number 4 is you want to say, well, when was the last time, and then you put that name of the brand in there. For example, Starbucks. When was the last time Starbucks paid you for drinking or recommending their coffee? And just pause, listen, and smile. Okay, so smile, smile, smile. Because you're about to give them a free sample of Organo Gold. It's Organo Gold. It's not Organo junk. It's not Organo pretty good stuff. It's Organo Gold. So make sure you're smiling. And for example, if they said black, you're going to now give them the black, or if they said cream and sugar, you're going to take your hand and you're going to hand them a sample of latte, but don't let go of the sample yet. Or if they said they like mocha or whatever they said, right? Or if they said green tea, or you're going to give them a green tea. But you're going to give them exactly the coffee or the tea or whatever it is that they like most. And then you say to them, without letting go of your sample as you hand it out, they're going to reach for it. And they might even grab the sample, but don't let go. Okay, practice this with me. If you can imagine this over and over, just practice this. You don't let go of the sample and you smile and you say, this is the coffee that pays, and smile. All right? Now, here's what you're going to say. This is a free sample, and it's not going to cost you anything. But it's costing me money to give you this sample. Now, I'm willing to give you this free sample, to give it a try, and all I want to ask you is that when you do try it, just give me 2 pieces of information once you try the coffee. Okay, all I want to know, and we'll follow up, is how do you like the taste? Okay, so write this down. How do you like the taste? This is all you want to know. And how did it make you feel? How does the coffee make you feel? Okay, so how do you like the taste? And how does it make you feel? Now, if they agree that once they try the coffee, they're going to answer these 2 questions, okay, then you can exchange phone numbers. If you just met the person, say, give me your phone number, and I'm going to follow you up whenever, in the next day or 2, or you agree when you're going to follow up, okay? If they don't agree that they're going to answer these 2 questions, don't give them your sample. Don't give the sample away. This is valuable. This is costing you money every time you hand someone a sample. So do not, it's an exchange. I'm going to give you something free, but all I want is these 2 answers. So this is an exchange. It's not a charity. Okay? Hope this is making sense, and I hope you're going through it in your mind of exactly the process. And if you're not clear, go back and listen and re-listen and re-listen and re-listen. Now, if they do not value the sample, they're not going to drink it. Okay? If they don't value Organo Gold, if they don't know what they have in their hands, or if you haven't, given the value to this precious product, they're not going to drink it. Okay? So if they're not willing to give you their phone number, they're not going to drink it anyway. And so note, there's no need, okay, to have a business card in this business. All you need to do, though, is you need to have a small label with your name and your mobile phone number on each sachet, and that is your business card. Okay, so you just get a little label machine or get some labels made, just has your name and your phone number, no websites, none of that stuff. Name and phone number. You want them to call you, or you want to be able to call them. So your phone number is already on the sachet, and they give you their phone number, and you remind them not to throw away the sachet package, because that's your business card. Your name and phone number is on it if they want more, if they have any questions and so on. So hope this is simple, and I hope this is something you can do. Do not confuse simplicity with powerful and effectiveness. This is going to blow your mind when you start trying it, when you start practicing it in real life. You're going to just absolutely love the results that you're going to achieve, because it's so conversational and it's not a sales pitch. Remember, for those of you who are, and if you're sitting here listening and you don't like to sell stuff, this is a conversation. You're not selling or convincing anybody, okay? And I hope this is something that you can do. I hope this is something that you can apply. And more importantly, I hope this is something you can start to teach once once you start getting it down, once you start practicing and practicing and practicing these 4 questions and how to hand off a sample when you're live in person with the person, that you can start teaching the brand new distributors that enroll, that get into your business. You can say, look, it's real simple. Here's the 4 questions, and this is how we hand off a sample. So in the later trainings, in the next training sessions, I'm going to show you exactly what to say when you follow up with the person. And it's so simple, anyone can do it. You can do it all day long, nothing complicated here. And so this is going to help you grow your business bigger, better, faster, stronger than you thought possible. And next, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cover with you a simple script of exactly what to say when you want to immediately start retailing some coffee. Okay, if you want to immediately start retailing some coffee, and you're going to see the next slide is going to come up. It's called the retail customer script, but make sure you master the 4 questions and practice those 4 questions, and practice and imagining. Practice with your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Practice with your dog and your cat. Practice in the mirror, and then go live and do it live. It's going to be so much fun for you, okay? So here's the script, though, that I'm going to go on to the next segment, and of what to say if you want to start immediately moving and retailing coffee, okay? For example, first of all, and maybe you're over the phone, okay? Coffee and tea and hot chocolate and mocha. Maybe you're over the phone. You want to do this over the phone. I'm going to show you what to say when you're not live in person with the person. So first of all, I'm going to tell you that you want to only call people that you know, at least by first name. You don't do cold calls with this. That's not necessary. People that you know by first name, or they know you at least by first name, so you can meet new people all the time and exchange phone numbers and then give them a call. You can add them to your list. There's no limits here on how many people. So as you're going to discover later on in the 4 steps training, the amount of people that you know and who know you at least by first name, the amount of people that you know, this is your ticket to financial freedom. So go meet some people and start building your list. But I'm going to teach and I'm going to share with you that information on another training. But for now, I want to show you what to say. It's called the Quick Start Retail Customer Script. And for example, let's say the person's name is Mary that you're calling, and maybe you're friends, old-time friends, or maybe you know her, she knows you. You would say something like this, and read it with me together. It says, hey, Mary, hello, Mary, just like you would normally. You'd have small talk, how are you doing, what's going on. But remember, the purpose of the call is that you're going to move some coffee. And so here's what you say when you're ready, after the little small talk. Hey, Mary, I need your help. And then pause for about a second, because she's going to say, yeah, sure. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, sure, how can I help? They're going to say something instinctively, because most humans love to help other people. So when you say, I need your help, it's like you're calling them from within, and they'll say, sure, how can I help you, right? And say, hey, look, I just started working with a new coffee company that has coffee, latte, and mocha, and they just announced, you want to have some enthusiasm, but they just announced that if I can introduce a few new customers, I can get a promotion, so I need your help. Can you try a box or 2, and if you like it, I can show you how to get more, okay? But if you really like it, I can even show you how a real simple way to get a 25% discount on all your future orders, okay? Before you answer, I have to tell you the best part, okay? You go to the next slide here, and the best part is that you can drink all of the coffee or the tea or whatever it is, and for any reason you don't love this product, you can just give me back the empty box and you'll get all your money back. Okay, read that again over and over and over and practice that again. It's a no-risk guarantee just for giving the coffee a try. Can I count on your support to buy a box or 2 just one time? And then you pause. The worst thing that they're going to say is, well, how much is it? Okay, And if they say, well, how much is it? Normally they'll say, sure, I'll buy a box or two, no problem. It's a friend. You're not asking them to refinance their house. You're just asking them to try this special coffee. And that's the goal, is you want to get them to try the coffee, because the coffee is going to do all the heavy lifting for you. So when they do ask, well, how much is it? You say it's about $1 a cup. And then you say, would you like to give it a try one time? Would you like to buy a box or two? Just go back to that. Would you like to give it a try one time? Would you like to buy a box or two? Would you like to give it a try at one time? Would you like to give it that's it. Nothing complicated here. So that's the script on the phone. Very, very simple. This might take you a minute on the phone. It's nothing difficult, but master these steps. So what else do you need to know? That's it. I mean, that's it for the what to say. Okay, keep it simple and make sure you master this script. Okay, make sure you master this particular script. And what you're trying to do is you want to get people to give the coffee a try one time. And if you do this right, and I know you will, you'll be able. You're just not going to be able to keep up with the amount of orders that are going to start coming your way. Okay, master the 4 questions. Write this down. Master the 4 questions. Master the retail scripts. And once you do, make sure you start applying it and start teaching the results. Start teaching the same 4 questions. Start teaching the same exact word-for-word retail script. Why? Because it works. Why? Because it works. All right. We've already got a proven track record that this works. Now you can try a million different systems. You can try a million different ways, but I don't know if those are going to work. This I know. This will work. This is what we've done. This is what we've taught. This is how we grew our company so fast, by teaching simple concepts with our coffee. So don't hesitate to schedule time to review this training and for yourself, and to go over until it becomes part of who you are. Okay, keep it simple, and remember, I look forward to seeing you on the next training. All right, with that, bye for now.